Warning, I do not want to get screamed at in the comments for people being like, you didn't put a warning in this video. So this is a warning. There's a lot of spoilers in this, so if you have not watched every single season of Glee, there's 6 seasons by the way, so if you have not watched 6 seasons of Glee, please do not watch this because it has loads of songs in it, and I go into the backstory behind the songs, and yeah, if you haven't seen that episode, it might ruin the episode for you. So yeah, do not carry on watching if you haven't watched them, and if you do, go in knowing that there's spoilers. So yeah, just wanted to come just wanted to come on here and preface that. I just want to say that first. Anyway, bye. You can watch the video now. Hi guys. Today's video is going to be the first part of in a series I'm going to create, and this series is going to be all about Glee. Yes, I know, it has been 6 years since Glee has finished, but I do not care. Glee is my new favorite obsession, and I will talk about it as much as I want. That was really passive aggressive. I need to tone it down. Anyway, okay, so this video is going to be my favorite Glee songs. I believe there's 35 on this list. I will try and simplify it, and I might make a part 2 to this because this is 35 songs, I'm pretty sure. 34, 35, I can't remember if I count it right or not, but yeah. There's a lot of songs, over 30, for sure. So anyway, let's get into the video since it's very long. Yeah, like I said, I might create a part 2 if I do. Probably for good reasons. Okay, so the first song is Valerie, which is actually a very popular song, and it is sang, obviously, let me just say that I know most of these songs, if not all, are covers. I know that's the whole point of Glee. It's a musical show that they do covers. They do not do original. Well, they do original songs sometimes, but you know what I mean. Like, they mainly do covers. Let me just give that disclaimer. I am not stupid. I know they do covers. Okay, so the first song on my list is Valerie, and it is Santana does a cover of Valerie. You might find a common theme. Most of these songs are sung by Santana and Rachel. They are 2 of my favorite singers on Glee. Do not judge me. But she sings it in season 2 episode 9 Special Education, and she sings it at sectionals while Mike and Brittany dance to it, and it's a very good song. I will put the link to the YouTube song, the YouTube link to the songs in the description below, because these are masterpieces and you guys need to hear them if you haven't already. Okay, the second song on this list is Bad Romance. They do a cover of Bad Romance, and it's in season 1, episode 2, Theatricality. And technically they all kind of sing it, but the 4 people that really shine in this song is Kurt and Santana. And there's parts when Quinn and Tina do kind of solo parts in the song. But yeah, it's really sung by all of the girls plus Kurt. But yeah, and it's just a really good song, and I love the song. And also the video is hilarious because everybody, I don't want to ruin it, but everybody's just wearing, this episode was dedicated to Lady Gaga, and the whole video of them singing it, yet again, link in the description, but everybody is just wearing these amazing Lady Gaga inspired outfits, and then you just have Rachel, and she wears a dress with stapled on stuffed animals, and it's just really funny. Definitely check it out if you want to get a laugh. Okay, none of these are in order, by the way. Just let me preference. I should have said that at the beginning, but yeah, none of these are in order. Anyway, the next one is a mash. It's actually a mashup, and it's a Adele mashup. Rumor Has It / Someone Like You, and it's in the episode Mash Off, season 3, episode 6, and it is sung by the Troubletones, which are the main singers being Brittany, Santana, and Mercedes. I love Mercedes and Brittany also. And they sing it, and it is mainly sung by Mercedes and Santana. Santana sings Someone Like You parts, and Mercedes sings the Rumor Has It parts. There's also other people in the group, but we don't really know them. We don't really get to know them because who cares about them? They're just background singers and dancers. But anyway, it's just a really good song, and I love it. And I don't know what it is about Glee mashups, but they did mashups so good, and yeah, I love it. Okay, so my fourth song is Toxic, and it's actually sang at 2 different points on the show. The first one being season 2, episode 2, Brittany, which is basically a whole episode about, like, there's a character in the show called Brittany, and it's basically how she lived in the shadow of Britney Spears. So they sing a lot of Britney Spears songs on this one, and yeah, they include Toxic in one of them. But I like that performance. However, the second time they perform it is even better because it's in season 5, episode 12, and they basically, in that episode, they basically sing songs from the past to the new Glee Club because they've all graduated, more or less. So, and it's in episode 12 called 100, and they sing it, and guess who sings it? I'll wait for you to answer. The Unholy Trinity sings it, and if you don't know who the Unholy Trinity is, in Riverdale, oh my goodness, no way. In Glee, the Unholy Trinity is Brittany, Santana, and Quinn. Can a group of 3 get even more perfect? No. The answer is no. Maybe, but no. Maybe no. Okay, my 5th song on this list is Cell Block Tango, and it's from the show, well, not show, like the musical kind of thing, called Chicago, and the girls, well, most of the main girls sing it, and which include Mercedes, Brittany, Santana, Sugar, and who else? And Tina, yes, those 5 girls. And they sing it in the episode Choke. And that episode, some other stuff happens, like Rachel chokes in her audition, but we won't talk about that because who cares about that? We talk about the main part that interests us. And the reason they sing Cell Block Tango is because the episode is basically about empowering women to get out of abusive relationships, because they make a not funny joke. They make a serious joke. It's not funny at all. And they make a joke about how Coach Beast, who is the PE teacher, she has a black eye one day going into school, and they make a joke about her getting like her husband hitting her, and Roz, which is the one of the other coaches for the swim team and the cheerleaders, overhears it and tells Sue and Coach Beast about it, and obviously they take that very seriously because it's not something to joke about, and they all get in trouble. And obviously they're Glee Club, so the reason how they apologize to Coach Beast is by singing a song, and this song is actually quite inappropriate for that. I love the song, but in the context it's quite inappropriate because the song's about how these ladies murder their husbands because they do stupid things like accuse them of cheating and of popping bubblegum, which is very stupid things, but you know, it's a good song. But yeah, it was very inappropriate in that context. But then later on they find out that Coach Beast actually is getting abused, and she lied about not getting abused, and they sing another song, but this time it's actually a meaningful song. I don't remember what the song was called. I believe it's called Shake It Off, and that's also on my list. I will talk about that later. But but yes, it's a very meaningful song. But that they sing later. But Cell Block Tango, I love the song. As much as I love the song, it's very inappropriate for that reason. But you know, they apologize later, so, and they're teenagers, so they kind of get away with it. But yeah, they still get in trouble. Okay, so my next song is TikTok, and it is performed by Brittany, another song performed by Brittany, and it's in the episode, season 2, episode 14, Blame It on the Alcohol. Oh my goodness. This episode is one of my favorite episodes ever, Blame It on the Alcohol, because it's basically about how they're supposed to be doing an alcohol awareness week at school, and they're all supposed to be like talking about how you shouldn't drink alcohol, especially underage, and get drunk. And then in the episode, Rachel has a party and they all get drunk. Yeah, it's very funny. And then they perform this song drunk, and at the end of the performance, Brittany, who's the main character, like the main one singing the song, like they're all really singing it, but Brittany's like the main singer, the lead singer. And then at the end, warning, it includes throwing up. Anyway, she ends up throwing up all over Rachel at the end of it, and then Santana throws up. And it's very funny. Everybody's just throwing up, and I don't know why, but it's very funny. Okay, the next one is Smooth Criminal. Do not, no. The next one is Smooth Criminal, and they do a cover of it in season 3, episode 11, called Michael. It's a Michael Jackson tribute episode, and it's sung by Santana and Sebastian, the two S's. And I know this is a lot of people talk about this one, but let me just say, Sebastian is gay and Santana is a lesbian. However, the tension, like the absolute tension in this video is undeniable. Like, how do the two gay characters have this much tension? It's very, it's very like sinister, like not sinister. It's very like tension, like I want to pound your face in, but still, it's still tension. Oh my god, this is making me sound like a psychopath. But yeah, that's the song. Okay, the next one is I Kissed a Girl, and the famous song by Katy Perry. It's in season 3, episode 7, called I Kissed a Girl. I'm not even joking, that's literally what the episode's called. And it's sung, and the lead singer is Santana. Rachel sings a couple of lines, and all the girls like dance in the background and all that stuff. But it's basically the episode that Santana comes out as lesbian. Yeah. The way she comes out is not ideal because Finn advert kind of forces her to come out, but she still doesn't want to come out. And then Finn outs her in the middle of the hallway, and then she slaps him later on in the episode, which was a very deserved slap. And that was the episode previous, and now this episode is just dealing with all that stuff and being like, okay, you kind of gotta come out now, girl. Two people have already outed you, you kind of have to. But yeah, it was a really good episode. One of my favorite episodes. The next episode also to do with Santana and Britney's sexualities. But the next song I have on my list is Landslide. In season 2, episode 15. The episode has a very weird name, but it's not what you think it is. What kind it is, but you know what I mean. The episode's called Sexy, and it's sung by Miss Holly Holiday. Yes, one of my favorite guest stars. Britney and Santana, and it's basically Santana. Well, Britney already knows what her feelings are, kinda, but like Santana's like that character who doesn't really like talking about her feelings. So it's basically just Santana really trying to figure out how she feels about Britney, and trying to tell her. And yeah, it's a really good episode. Oh, wow, it's a really good episode, and the song is really nice. Landslide is an iconic song, and yeah, it was just a really good episode and song. A lot of these songs are to do with my favorite episode, and that's one of the reasons I kind of like them, because of the backstory as well. But anyway, the last song, I promise you this is the last song that involves Santana and her sexuality in this episode. I'm not sure about part 2, but for this episode, the last one about her sexuality. Well, it's not really to do with her sexuality. This one is more just to do with her breaking up with Britney. Anyway, oh, by the way, in the description I will put a warning. I should probably do that. There's a lot of spoilers in this video. Anyway, the next song is Mine by Taylor Swift, and it's sung by Santana in season 4, episode 4, The Breakup. And it's basically this episode, Klaine breaks up, and if you don't know who Klaine is, then you are uncultured. But Klaine is Kurt and Blaine. And then and also Britannia breaks up, and if you don't know who Britannia are, yet again uncultured, but un-Glee cultured, but that's Britney and Santana. And then they all break up with Kurt breaks up with Blaine, and Santana breaks up with Britney. And yeah, it's a very sad episode, but I love the song. It makes me cry every time I hear it, but you know, it's worth it. Anyway, and the last song for today's part is Don't Rain on My Parade, which is originally sung by Rachel in season 1, episode 13, Sectionals, and she sings it for Sectionals. But then it is sung by her many more times throughout the duration of 6 seasons. It's sung by her many times. But then in season 5 they switch it up, and in season 5, episode 9, the episode's called Frenemies, by the way, Santana sings it because she auditions to be Rachel's understudy for the role Funny Girl. and it's a very good, and they both sing it really good. I will not say which one sings it better because I do not want to get caught up in that drama. And also, they both sing it really well. It's kind of hard to choose, but yeah. I really like both Rachel and Santana's versions of it. But I just liked that they switched it up and gave it, and like was like, okay, Santana, now you sing it for like the audition, because Rachel sings it a lot of times, and if it wasn't such a good song, I will probably get bored from it. But Rachel sings Define Gravity and Don't Rain on My Parade so many times, but I love it every single time because I love those songs. So it's not that big of an issue for me. Anyway, that was my finished video. In the description, I will have a warning. I will have a spoiler alert warning. I will have the songs and where to find them and the links in the description for them on YouTube. And I will also have like what episode they're in and all that stuff and who sings them. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Have a good day and bye. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please come back for more videos if you like this one, especially if you like Glee.